Okay, so we're up here on the roof. This is the rear of the building. So the majority of all the roofs are rubber, and they look like they're installed fairly well. So here I wanted to point out this wall right here, how it's sort of wrapped with rubber. There's a wall out front that's what I would suggest as a good fix for sealing the top of the parapet wall that's cracked. I wanted to point out this downspout discharging directly onto the roof. You can put an extension, sort of goes out and around that corner and down the side of the house. That would be really good. A lot of the rain gutters have been replaced. Over here, this one rain gutter, you could see it's sort of sagging, has like a makeshift strap holding it up here, and you can see it's overflowing. I think I said that. Yeah, so that's going to need some attention. The slate roof itself is it's in decent shape, this side especially. There really isn't any sliding slates. You can see that the slates are starting to delaminate a little bit, but it's not too bad. I do think there's some life left in the slates here. The front side does look a little bit worse for wear. I'll show you in a second. This chimney here has a couple of cracks in it. The mortar joints are washed out. There's no cap. So that chimney's going to need some attention. This here is where that access panel that needed insulation on the third floor. That's where this goes out to. So yeah, this does not need to be here. This can be sealed up. Because if you remember, there was some water staining right on the inside of there. So here you can see on the front some loose slates right there. That one's about to slide off real soon. And there's no cap. Usually there's a metal cap on the top of the roof, which I don't see one. It looks like it's got some caulk on it and stuff. But yeah, and then so the lower section here, not terrible, not great either. You can see some repair, some roof tar here. This is a big area of concern. That gap there, water getting in, if it gets behind that valley metal, it can cause problems. This is the metal cap that I was talking about that is missing from up there. Here you can see some damaged slates, some that have some damage. But I think with a little bit of repair, I think that could be okay. The slate part. I was a little bit concerned with how the rubbers terminated around this duct for the air conditioner. Looks like this roofing tar is starting to crack right there. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to get ahead of some of that stuff and seal that up. Everything else wasn't too bad. This is the air conditioning unit. Doesn't look too bad. A lot of times these exterior units are all rusted out. So not too bad. Some of this ductwork is kind of old. You have to keep after sealing it with that silver coating so it doesn't rust. Yeah, I'm going to jump down here to the lower portion of the roof. Okay, so yeah, this is where the tar paper. This is the second floor apartment. I believe this is unit number 2. You come out the back door. It has some tar paper here, and underneath it's just wood. They probably want to seal that up with something. So yeah, the rubber down here looks like it's sealed up pretty well along the edges. So this section over here, you can see some of these nails are starting to pop up a little bit, and unfortunately there's not a ton you can do about it without pulling the whole rubber up. But this is the wall I was talking about that's cracked, and camera doesn't want to focus because of the rain. But anyways, this is cracked, and this is where I was talking about if you would to wrap rubber around the whole top of it all the way down, that would seal that up pretty good. You can see there's a pretty decent amount of standing water here. It is raining really hard right now, but yeah, it's sort of coming out over here. It does eventually run off the roof, but I would be worried in the wintertime this, turns into a sheet of ice here. And so yeah, here there's some wood that needs to be painted and sealed up. You can see where they have some roofing tar to sort of seal this up. Roofing tar does not mix with rubber. It sort of melts it. So it looks like roofing tar. There is some black sealant that you can use with rubber. Not 100% sure if they use that or what that is. It's hard to tell when it's wet. But stuff like that is where you need to keep an eye on, these transitions from one roof to another. It's hard to seal them up real well. So yeah, we already looked at this roof from up above. The front portion of the roof is shingles, and the shingles are in pretty good shape. Here's a slate that fell. You have some that are sliding, but not too bad. And yeah, that's about it here for the roof covering.